So, what are the biggest lies that men say?
This is my ultimate favorite lie that men tell. It's not you, it's me.
Most women would agree that the number one lie that we say is, I'm not mad.
That's basically level 5 danger. You're
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
What about I don't get jealous?
Well, ako, selosa ako. Sorry na lang sa mga ex niya, guys. Pero, the girls that he dated before me, like yung mga naging girlfriend niya, which are how many girls? Ayaw sagutin! Biglang gumanon. Bigla niya ako inakbayan. Sabi ko, ay, may possessive side siya. There's so
Yep.
much cheaters in showbiz.
So much.
And it's excused. They
Yep.
should be publicly shamed. Bilang lalaki, is it better na magsinungaling na lang to protect the feelings of the other person?
I think most men would say
Welcome to the second episode of the He Said, She Said podcast. I think lies are inevitable in any relationship.
whether they're intentional or not, no?
Yeah, so what counts as a lie ba?
I feel like what counts as a lie is basically withholding the truth. Like basically like certain details kanon, and then you're either not saying the complete story to your partner or just like completely changing it. Like let's say for example, you bought this sports car with your savings kanon.
Okay.
You're just gonna say na, "Oh honey, I actually got like a promotion from work."
Yes.
Parang ganon.
Or
So,
kapag tinanong ka ng ka-date mo, on the
mm-mm.
way ka na ba? Are you on the way pero nagbubuhok ka pa?
Yeah. Yung mga ganon.
Nag-hair ka pa?
How long is it gonna take? 5 minutes?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember how many times did I tell you that, oh yeah, I'm done na, sige pababa na ako, and then di pa naman ako tapos. So, what are the biggest lies that men say when it comes to like relationships?
How about I'll change? You know when guys are like, "Don't worry, babe, I'm gonna change
Yeah,
naman
that's
my
so
ways."
true. Oo
Mga
nga,
ganon.
you know what, men always say that. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's so annoying because I know so like, well, ako rin, naniwala rin ako before na pag sinabi ng lalaking
Mm-mm.
I'll change, like, I feel like his love for me is enough to change his whole being. Like, I don't know, I think it's a fairy tale thing. Like, fairy tales have made little girls believe that, like people can change completely.
So do you think this is like one of the biggest lies men say because it actually does work, like to a certain extent with women?
Yeah, I feel like so much women, like, they
Mm-mm.
really stay in relationships because they're holding on to that day na magbabago talaga siya. Because pinromise niya. And the thing is, like, people don't realize until you get really, like, until you get older na actions speak louder than words. Like, even if his words will say, I'll change, pero his actions do not show the same, then,
Yeah.
wala, malas ka na lang na naniwala ka when he said, I'll change.
Sucks to be you, eh, diba?
Yeah.
What about this one? This is my ultimate favorite lie that men tell.
Mhm.
It's not you, it's me.
You know what? My gosh, sasabihan na ako niyan na. Like, it's not you, it's me. Like, from previous experiences sinabi sa akin ng guy yan, talagang may replacement na ako kaya niya sinabi sa akin na it's not you, it's me. Like, usually when men say that, it's either they're over you na. So actually, it's really them
Mm-mm.
naman talaga in a sense na,
Pero like, how did you feel at the time? Like when they said that, you're like, "Oh, it's not me pala, it's you,"
no,
ganon?
I have
Or
never met someone who has believed that. Like, every single time someone says, it's not you, it's me, obviously you think it's you. Like, ikaw yung may problema.
100% lie, no?
Yeah, like ikaw yung may pagkukulang bilang
Mm-mm.
babae. Like, there are certain needs na hindi mo na ibigay.
Yeah.
Parang ganon.
What about let's take a break?
Let's take a break.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I already have also been on the receiving end of that.
Oh, grabe na.
let's take a break. Yung break na yan, I feel like that's just an opportunity for me, that's an
Mm-mm.
opportunity for men to explore. Like, usually
Yeah.
when people say that, lalo ng mga lalaki, let's take a break kasi gusto ko muna mag-explore. I mean,
Mm-mm.
like, we've been together so long, so gusto ko makamit na ibang tao.
Yeah.
Ganon.
What about, since we're like in the texting like era
Mhm.
now, ito like, I've probably heard like a lot of my friends like text it. I didn't see your text.
You're like that. Literally, I
Caught.
send you
Caught.
messages in the morning, and then sometimes you're like, no, I didn't see your text. I'm like, it literally says seen at 7:01
Caught
a.m.
red-handed. Caught red-handed.
I think kasi parang, although in fairness naman, I think naman, ibibigay ko sa mga lalaki na, I feel like, parang lumipas lang kasi
Yeah.
yung time. Parang, oh, they had to do something else.
Yeah.
So, they forgot to reply na.
Well, in fairness, usually why that ends up happening is I see your text, or like I see like whether it's like a text or a meme, yung
Yeah.
mga DM ganon. So I'm like reading it. I meant to reply to it,
Yeah.
but then like work calls or like, basta I get busy with like
Yeah. Yeah. Yun na
usually
nga, you
work,
get preoccupied with
like a
something
client
else.
calls or like
Yeah.
something. So then I forget to reply to you.
Yeah.
And then when you say like you didn't even reply, I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
What about she's just a friend?
She's
Have you
just
ever
a
heard this,
friend.
or have you had friends na parang ganon?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard from like multiple other people
Uh-uh.
that I know are also that are in relationships na she's just a friend. I think sometimes it can be true. Like,
Mm-mm.
there are some men talaga that I know that have close girlfriends, like
Yeah.
girls space friends.
But like women have like this sixth sense or something like that. So do you think it's like women know
Yeah,
if this friend is not
I think
just a friend?
intuition is such a reliable thing that women rely on.
Yeah.
Because weird like mafe-feel mo lang talaga siya. You can't explain
Mm.
why you felt that certain way about this other girl or woman. Pero nafe-feel mo lang talaga siya.
So your advice to men is if she's really not a friend, whether you say she's a friend or not, your like girlfriend or wife ganon is they know, diba? Like
They'll feel, I
internally.
think it's, makita mo kasi siya sa interaction din. Like,
Mm.
syempre hindi mo kami bulag, di ba? I mean, we
Yeah.
can see how you talk to each other, like in
Mm-mm.
person or like yung
Or like your
conversations. Pag,
mannerisms, yung mga
yeah, like
ganon.
parang mapapansin mo if parang may meaning yung galawan, ganon. So I
Yeah.
guess in that sense, parang ganon, we'll be able to tell. Like parang may
Like me, diba? I
feeling.
have a lot of friends that are
Yeah.
girls. So like, how can you tell the difference between a platonic like friendship and like one that's like parang like a threat or something like that?
Me, it's really the interaction. Like,
Mm-mm.
is she touchy with you?
Yeah.
Like, what do you talk about? Like,
Mm-mm.
are things that you do not talk about with me, do you talk about it with her? Because
Mm.
may meaning na yung mga ganun, na yung parang you
Yeah.
don't tell your girlfriend, but you tell your best friend na girl.
Yeah.
So parang you have this deep relationship that anytime I can anytime I can be replaced by this person who you have a deeper connection with. I think it's more of that. Yung parang, hindi ako maniniwalang friend lang talaga siya if you have a deeper connection with her.
What about I don't get jealous?
Well, ako, selosa ako. so, so,
That's the biggest lie.
yeah, like, ako, as a selosa, parang I have never denied na selosa ako. Like, I can't, well, I mean, guys, look at the face of my boyfriend. Kung sino yata lumapit sa kanya, parang, lalo na kung maganda yung lumapit sa'yo. And by the way, hindi mahilig si Chris sa pretty girls. So, joke ko yan sa kanya. Like, sorry na lang sa mga ex niya, guys. Pero, the girls that he dated before me, like yung mga naging girlfriend niya, which are how many girls? Ayaw sagutin! How many
Oh,
ex-girlfriends did
we're
you
number
have?
dropping.
Yeah.
3.
He had 3 ex-girlfriends. Guys, iba-iba sila ng beauty. Kaya sa totoo lang, if anyone ever said na Chris was flirting with a girl and i-describe nila yung look, I really wouldn't know kasi United Nations ang girlfriends niya before, ex-girlfriends niya. So, hindi ko alam ano type niya. Like, iba-iba kami ng mukha. So, I cannot tell if, possible na type niya. Unlike yung mga lalaki na medyo consistent, di ba? Like, there are
Mm.
guys with like consistent type. Like, if type nila si Sydney Sweeney,
Yeah.
puro blonde lang talaga dinidate niya.
Uh-uh.
If type nila mestiza, puro mestiza. Chris, yours is United Nations.
Well, but like, I mean, like, what's something that would make a guy jealous?
Guy or girl? What do you
Guy.
mean, like guy?
Guy.
I think when there's a guy who's
Like, what do you think?
feeling ko pag may lalaking gentleman sa girlfriend nyo, I
Mhm.
noticed like yung mga kilala ko na biglang nagiging seloso.
Yeah.
And mga ex, hello, when we saw
Yeah.
blank
Yeah.
in church,
Mm-mm.
sobrang you're not possessive at all Pero when you saw na, sabi ko, it's biglang gumanon, bigla niya ako inakbayan. Sabi ko, ay, may possessive side siya. Sabi ko, may issue siya sa ex.
It's not really an issue with an ex. I just feel like it's impossible not to get jealous to like a
Yeah.
certain extent.
Yeah.
Like there are some people who just get jealous of like everything, like
Yes,
every
yes.
breathing creature that talks to you
Yeah,
automatic,
yeah.
like selosa sila
Yeah.
or something like
Actually, Mira naman, I'm not selosa in that sense na parang like lahat na lang na babae pagsaselosan ko. Pero it's more of like I just don't want you to be like deeply connected with somebody
Mm-mm.
else na
Yeah.
girl ha. Like aside from me. Because I feel like dun na win over ang mga tao. Like when you start
Yes.
forming these deep connections or conversations with somebody else, like the opposite sex, and then hindi sila yung girlfriend mo or
Yeah.
boyfriend mo.
But most of the time, men will say that they don't get jealous to parang act cool.
Yes, yes.
But then I think my advice to them is just come clean na lang to your girlfriend or
Yeah.
wife. Ganun.
Yeah.
Kasi like, the more you hide it, the bigger it gets. And then
Yes.
they're gonna be so confused na parang, you said you're not like seloso ganun. And
Yeah.
then
Oo
I've
nga.
seen people like blow up like out in your,
Mm.
everyone's like, what? Like,
Yeah. I think it's harder kasi for men to express na nagsiselo sila. Like compared to girls.
because
Pag
you're
girls
admitting defeat
kasi,
eh, no?
well, we're gonna get into that topic later. Pero pag girls kasi, kitang-kita mo talaga parang inis siya. Like, if she's nagsiselos with someone na kinakausap mo, 'di ba?
Yeah. What about I'm over my ex?
Do men say that a lot ba? I'm over my ex.
I feel like men say this when the girl that they're with is parang having spider senses. You know, like let's say for
Ah,
example,
okay. Parang to assure the girl that they're with. Parang
yes,
no, I'm over.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
diba? Kasi
Yeah,
you wouldn't
actually.
randomly just say I'm over my ex.
Yeah, oo
Parang
nga, yeah, gets. Parang if parang may, syempre at the
mm,
start of a relationship, minsan may insecurities ka pa na, oh, like he was with this other girl
yeah,
before you,
especially if
yeah.
it's like a super long term relationship.
Yes.
Na like of course, like it would hurt your partner to say na yes, I still have feelings for my ex or I'm still
Mm.
like in the process of like getting over
Yeah.
my ex kanon. But I
Yeah.
think like you, would you appreciate it if like me, if I still had feelings for my ex na I was open na parang I still have some feelings that I'm still dealing with, or would you rather I just hide it na lang?
Well, now that you put it that way, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, like
spicy.
if I wanna hear that you have feelings for your ex, then why are you dating me?
Yeah.
I feel like if you still have leftover feelings for an ex,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be dating.
But like what if young lang sila or something like that? Like
But
they're
then,
not emotionally mature to understand like this thing. Like
well,
don't you owe it to them for them to know or something like that?
yeah, I mean, it's still better to say the truth always, like to tell the
Mm-mm.
truth. But for me, if we're talking about like having feelings for someone that you used to be with or like an ex,
Mm-mm.
you shouldn't get into a relationship if you're not ready. Like if you're not done with that phase in your life. Because if you still have
Yeah.
feelings, then why did you leave that relationship, di ba?
Yeah.
Unless ikaw yung iniwan. Okay, so
Ooh.
well, ako na-experience ko maiwan. Like, I mean, the guy I was with before you, iniwan niya ako.
Mm-mm.
But I didn't date you when I still had feelings for him.
Yeah.
Because that would be unfair to you. And I don't want to be that type of person. You need to make a choice and a decision na you don't want to be the type of person to take advantage of others.
Mm.
Yeah.
So your advice would be don't put yourself in a position that you have to lie about that.
Yeah, because like, how about you? Like,
Yeah.
is it okay, would you rather na parang bilang lalaki, is it
Mm.
better na magsinungaling na lang to protect the feelings of the other person?
I think most men would say yes.
Actually,
Kasi that's the
I
reason why
think such
most
a,
men lie eh. Is
yeah,
because number one, we don't want conflict.
yes.
Like if we can like wiggle our way through
Yeah, like not talk about it,
parang
no?
not talking about it, or we'll just tell you na lang what you want to hear
Yeah.
so that tapos na it's done na.
But like why? Like
But then in our
why are men like
10-year
that?
relationship, no matter how witty you think you are,
Yeah.
or like you're just withholding information and then you think na oh it's because I'm protecting like your feelings
Yeah.
kanon. It's actually because I'm afraid of what you might think. So I'm
Yeah.
actually protecting
You're
myself eh.
protect Actually, that's true.
But you've always found out. Like I
Yeah.
don't really like lie ganun.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's one of my talents, my
yeah,
secret
she's
talents.
a
Ang
private
galing ko
investigator.
manghuli ng lie, and that's why
Yes.
I've never been surprised.
Yes.
Because I
Mhm.
can tell when people are like keeping a secret
And
from
that's what
me.
I've learned and also is like it's better to just like rip off the band-aid na lang
Yeah,
eh.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually. So wait lang, so going back nga, why
Mm-mm.
is it nga na men, parang they'd rather lie na lang para tapos na? Like why? Why is that the case?
Yun, like we just don't like being uncomfortable. Like we don't like the feeling of like fighting with our woman. Parang
Yeah.
ganun. Kasi like we know that we messed up like certain times, but
Yeah.
like we said, nah, we're gonna be home at this time, but then
Yeah.
we didn't, or we had too much to drink, or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we said we're with the boys, but like actually
Mm-hmm.
there's a girl there or something that
Yeah.
you don't like. But sometimes
Yes,
that
yes.
happens. Where
True.
like instead of just telling the truth, na I really didn't know that so and so was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like we choose to just like omit it na lang.
Na wag na lang sabihin para
Yeah,
walang issue.
but there's no issue.
Actually, that's such a
Especially if you're
guy
like
thing.
GV and then gonna.
Yeah, yeah.
But I guess for some weird reason, like it'll always come to bite you in the butt.
Yeah.
Because someone's gonna post on Facebook like
Yeah, lalo
group
na ngayon, you know
photo
what?
dead,
In
diba?
fairness, thanks to social media,
Yeah,
it's supposedly easier to catch a cheater now.
yeah,
Like dati, it's so hard. Like there are no photos, there are no
yeah,
videos, there are no cameras. So like for
yeah.
you to catch a cheater many years ago, like you have to literally like see them like in person. Like
Mm,
that is traumatizing for
yes.
sure, 'di ba? So siguro now we can talk about what are the lies that women say. Do you have an idea na like what do
what?
Okay,
The
so
lies?
pinaka I guess yung
I got
pinaka
three X's worth of lies.
So the
Okay.
pinaka I think yung pinaka sinasabi ng mga girls which
Mm-hmm.
is number one, most women would agree that the number one lie that we say is I'm not mad.
Um, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
That's basically level 5 danger.
I'm not
Like
mad.
you messed up, but you are
Yeah.
super mad.
Yeah.
And like I've always been so scared that I got like, cause I know you're lying, yeah. When you're like, oh, I'm not mad or something
Yeah.
like that, and then you
Why?
get
How
all
can you tell?
quiet. Like this is like the tipong like imagine the scene. I'm driving the bar or something, and then you're just like looking out the window. You know, gonna then I'm just like, hey, 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 and you're just like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad, gonna. And you're just like waiting for the day na you're gonna open up to whatever you messed up.
Okay, I haven't. Let me defend myself. My explanation is when I'm pissed
Mm,
off, I don't want to say something that I don't mean. Like,
yeah,
it's so important for me na pag galit ako, I'd rather be quiet and process my thoughts like
yeah.
by myself. So,
That's what I had to learn with you, eh. Kasi parang I really like, I'd much rather to just challenge this thing like head on, eh. Parang like,
yeah,
if you have a problem with me or
yeah,
something I did,
yeah,
just tell it to me straight so that we
yeah.
can like finish
Fix
it.
it. Gets, gets. So, another lie that women usually say
Yeah.
is I don't care.
That's another one.
Have I said I don't
I
care?
I don't care.
Don't
Usually
care.
I think this is like, can I go out with the boys or yung mga ganun? Then you're
Yeah,
like, it's okay, I don't care,
yeah,
ganun. Kasi in reality, like, there are some moments naman where you're just like, you really don't care, eh, diba?
yeah,
So you kind of have to like read between
yeah.
the lines. I don't know why women choose to say like, I don't
Okay,
care.
ganito. I have,
Like,
ako kasi I haven't said that much in our
mm,
relationship. But I think women say I don't care kasi we don't want to seem like a control freak.
ah,
Yeah. Or kasi di ba yung kunyari yan? Kunyari, oh,
mm,
lalabas ako with yung barkada ko.
yeah,
Kasama yung mga boys. Pwede ba ako sumama? Sige,
yeah.
go lang. I don't care. Parang,
This happened to one of my friends, eh.
yeah.
Um, it's like, I know the girl is uncomfortable with him
Yes.
hanging out with this like parang
Yes.
XMU
Yes.
type thing or something.
Oo.
So I don't care, ganun or something.
Yeah.
The moment he leaves,
Yeah.
and then diba like our barkada nga,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she wouldn't stop like, I can't believe he like went.
Yeah, hindi. Yun na nga kasi parang, number one nga kasi parang kaming mga babae, we don't wanna seem like we're control freaks na
Yeah,
bawal dito, bawal yan, bawal mo gawin
yeah,
to. So, in the end, ang nangyayari is, we're gonna allow you and then issue siya. So, ang saya-saya ng gabi mo, pag uwi
yeah.
mo, nakaganito na yung girlfriend mo. Oh,
Yeah,
nag-enjoy
with the
ka.
raised eyebrows and
Yeah,
the ganun.
exactly. Kasi,
But like what women need to know is sometimes men are like dense. Like parang we're like
yeah,
cavemen. Like if
yeah.
you don't want us to go, just say don't go.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Like
I also learned that like throughout our relationship na
yeah. Because we
like
can't read your minds,
yeah,
eh.
exactly. Like
Diba?
men can't
But
read our mind
but why do you think we can read your mind?
because we want you to just naturally know. Like
Like
can't you tell? Can't you tell?
no.
Like we want you to just naturally have that parang initiative
Well, I
na
can tell now after 10 years of
yeah, yun na nga. Pero that's, I guess
experience.
yun yung point kasi ng
But
girls. Like we want the men that we're dating to just naturally know.
mm-mm.
Like if we're gonna be comfortable or not
But I feel
about
like
that.
you know what's bad? Kasi women keep saying that line, the oh I don't care
Yeah.
or I'm fine, yung
Yeah.
mga ganun. Na the time that you say like you actually don't care.
Yeah.
Sometimes the guy has PTSD na
Yeah,
and
oo
doesn't
nga,
want
gets
to
naman.
believe
Kasi nga hindi
ganon.
mo alam if totoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kasi nga minsan totoo, minsan hindi.
So I feel like it's a communication error
Yeah,
siguro,
yeah,
or
that's
like
true.
a lack of communication
Mm.
thereof.
I guess another lie is I'm not jealous, definitely. Like when girls say I'm not
Are you saying you're
jealous.
not jealous? Because that'd be
Na
the fattest lie you've ever said.
well, in fairness naman, you haven't given me like a big reason to be jealous. Like
Yeah.
throughout yung 10 years pa.
Mm-mm.
Parang wala pa naman akong...
And when we first started dating naman, you admitted to me na you're like celosa and like
Yeah,
things like.
yeah.
But like, I don't think I've ever given you like
You
a
know what, sa totoo
reason
lang,
naman
if
to.
I may just share my opinion, it's so
Yes.
hard now because, okay, number one, cute ka nga kasi. So, I mean, can people blame me na na selosa ako? I mean, like, literally,
I
you
was
could
born
date
this way.
somebody else. And
No, I'm
pangalawa
just kidding.
is, guys, my gosh, like, cheaters now, like, people
Mm-mm.
who lie na they're just dating you,
Yeah.
magaling na sila ngayon. Hindi lang
Actually,
sila
I
cute. Like,
can't
sa
blame you
totoo
for
lang,
that.
mga cheaters ngayon, hindi na nga sila cute, manipulative pa sila. Like, they're gonna
Tho-
think na it's your fault that they cheated.
those are the wildest ones. The
Yeah,
snakes in
like,
the grass, no?
yeah,
Like the.
exactly. So, like, it's so hard now to be sure that you're in an honest
Mm-mm.
relationship, that
Yeah.
there's no cheating and like lying involved.
Kasi like because of social media like expanding and everything,
Yeah.
and then you're getting exposed to so many like
Yeah.
people, parang
Yeah.
ganon.
Hindi, at saka ang hirap like the term gaslighting.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's so hard because I feel like cheaters are the best gaslighters in the world.
Yeah.
Like, if they're cheating on you, like they're with somebody else, they're gonna be like, bakit ba kasi tanong ka ng tanong, hindi mo ba ako trust? Hindi mo ba ako trust? Hello, you must have given me a reason to not trust you, di
Yeah,
ba?
that's
Like,
true actually.
yeah, so like, that's a problem. Like, the cheaters now, like, they're the biggest gaslighters in the
Mm-mm.
world.
So why do you think women say that rin also na parang they're not celosa, parang ganon or something?
Kasi nga, sa totoo lang, men hate dating selosas.
Kasi
like,
you
it's
don't
an
want to
issue.
be a
Kasi, okay,
nagger or a
yeah,
ganon,
like, men hate
control freak.
dating control freaks.
Yeah.
Or like people, or like women na parang they're not allowed to do a lot of things.
Mm-mm.
Like, I super disagree with that statement na they don't want to be with someone na feeling nila they don't have freedom. I'm like, you do not enter a relationship if you want the freedom to date other people.
Yeah.
'Di ba? But like, that's the thing though. Like, that's the case now. Like, a lot of women, they don't want to express how they feel also. Kasi they're worried na baka isipin niya ang controlling ko, or
Yeah.
baka isipin niya parang masyado naman akong pakialamera sa anong gusto niyang gawin sa life
Mm-mm.
niya. So I think that's why women
Yeah.
say it to men na parang, oh, I'm not jealous, or sige,
Yeah.
okay lang, go lang. Pero parang we're so bothered pala by it, like deep
Mm-mm.
inside. So I guess yun nga, parang basically women just really want to please men.
Yeah.
So we think by withholding our emotions and withholding the truth about how we feel
Yeah.
about the situation, we are pleasing the
So
guy
parang
that
you're
we're
kind of
with.
like us rin also na you don't want to have like conflict.
Yes,
Parang
actually,
ganon.
that's true. That's why nga open communication is
Yeah.
important, like in a relationship. Kasi imagine mo if we're both withholding information
Yeah.
from each other, na we can talk about it and like
Mm-mm.
find a resolution to it, or find a
Yeah.
solution dun sa problema. Yun.
But it takes like emotional maturity
Yes,
in
not
the
everyone
couple.
can really have that conversation talaga. So, another lie that women say is, I'm low maintenance.
That is another big
Okay,
lie.
ako talaga, bata pa lang ako, kikay na ako. So,
Okay.
I have always
So,
been maarte.
Women always say that they're low maintenance, diba?
Yeah.
But they don't take into account na kasi some people are like, oh, I'm low maintenance kasi like I can eat and I don't need these fancy bags or fancy ganon.
Yes.
But they don't take into account the maintenance, the emotional maintenance, the everything.
Yeah.
It's not just material maintenance,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Which is what people should know is
Yeah.
women are not low maintenance.
Yeah. No, but
Kasi
I
like,
admit in fairness,
no.
I mean, like,
Well, I mean, yes, there are some.
my
there's
youngest
some
sister
naman. Yeah.
is low maintenance. In fairness, igigib ko
Yeah.
sa kanya yan na low maintenance siya. But my point
But
is,
Ina,
yes.
she has very high expectations.
Oh, yeah. She's low maintenance when you're in the relationship, but before you even get into a relationship with
Yeah.
her, mataas yung expectations niya.
Yeah.
Actually, that's true.
So would you put like high expectations, mga ganon? Are you high maintenance rin also? Because you expect a lot of your partner, eh. if you think about it.
If high expectations, I mean,
Kasi
yeah,
diba, like
I guess.
low maintenance. What do you think low maintenance is?
Okay, low maintenance. You don't have to eat in saucy restaurants. You
Mm.
don't have to shop often.
Yeah.
You don't have to travel, I
Mm.
guess. I mean, traveling is a luxury. It's
Yeah.
a privilege. Um, basically, wala kang luho.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, like, I mean, you survive based on the basic needs of a human being, which is you
Mm.
have food, shelter, and clothing.
But
Food,
like
shelter,
so
clothing.
you don't count na parang when women are like, okay, I want my jowa to have a good job and then be 6 foot something, be good looking,
I think
be ganon.
expectations is different pa rin than maintenance kasi. The term
Mm.
maintenance is, it's a consistent thing that you
Yeah.
need.
Okay.
'Di ba?
Yeah.
Like, you constantly need it. Like, for example,
Mm.
kung hair color yan, you have to maintain your hair and like, the hair color, for it to be the same all the time, at least once a month, you have to constantly color
Yeah.
your hair. So, that's my definition of maintenance.
Yeah.
Expectations, once you make it to the expectations,
Mm.
that's it. Like, you already made it to the bar. Like,
Yeah.
you can't biglang, oh, you didn't make it to that expectations. You got what I
Yeah.
mean? Pero yung maintenance kasi, it's a consistent thing that you're looking for in a
Mm.
person.
Why do you
Or like,
think
you need it.
women say na they're low maintenance? It's because they know that guys are like medyo afraid of like high maint
Yeah,
girls.
like yun nga again, CEO.
Mm.
So that lie is also again to appease men. Like,
Mm.
oh, baka mas mataypan niya ako if feeling niya like simple lang ako.
Yeah.
Pero in fairness, okay, ibibigay ko rin ulit yung from the perspective of men na
Mm.
may mga lalaki talaga rin akong na-meet na gusto lang nila ng simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ayun, I guess to each his own. Like, kung ano,
Yeah.
kung ano yung
Yeah,
type mo.
whatever.
I mean, okay, ganito
Yeah.
lang yan. If you're with a low maintenance girl,
Yeah.
okay lang sa kanya hindi ka tumatawag. Okay lang
Mm.
sa kanya hindi kayo masyadong magkausap. Okay lang sa kanya na
Yeah.
you see each other once a month or once
Mm.
every 2 weeks. Hello, expect na until 30, 50 years na kayo magkasama.
Yeah.
Ganun pa rin siya. Do not randomly
Yeah.
expect that someone will change their
Mm.
habits because you've been together long, di ba? That's the thing lang for, like, if you establish yourself
Mm.
as a woman who is low maintenance, you have to stick
stick
with
to
it. Because you cannot
Yeah.
randomly say to a guy, 10 years from, like, okay, kahit nga
Yeah.
1 year after your relationship na biglang, parang gusto ko na pala na we see each other every week.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Kasi
Mm.
na-establish mo na dun sa lalaki at the start na
Yeah.
simple ka, na low maintenance
Mm.
ka, hindi mo kailangan nakikita kayo palagi. Kaya like me talaga, like pag nagkukwento ko sa ibang tao about us, like,
Yeah.
guys, ako I really admit I am high maintenance. Like, I am not easy to maintain and it's
Yeah.
not like it's not a simple task to
Mm.
like date someone like me. Not just in a sense of like gastos, but it's
Yeah.
more of like the rules that come with it or like
Mm.
I mean, I think dating any
Yeah.
celebrity is a high maintenance thing to do.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Like,
Kasi
you
they
can't just bring, hindi ka
expect
pwede
a lot
magdala ng
eh.
artista like for example sa I don't know, like yung sa
Yeah,
tabi-tabing
yeah.
restaurant.
Because then
you
you
know what
get
I mean?
mobbed eh.
Yeah,
Diba?
exactly. So like that
Mm.
already makes a person high maintenance.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Like stuff like that.
That's why I appreciate like people who, even though it's hard, they come
Yeah.
out like, as in beginning pa lang, they're like, I'm high maintenance,
Yeah,
parang
like you're
ganun.
honest
Yeah, kasi
already.
like, why waste your time trying to fool the guy
Yeah,
into that
yeah.
you're low maintenance ganun?
Yeah.
It's not gonna work out eh.
Yeah, yes.
Kasi diba a lot of couples end up fighting about like money
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
So, girls out there, just say na lang na if you're really high maint,
Yeah.
then you're high maint.
Yes.
And the perfect guy for you will match your high maint,
Yes.
diba?
Yes, as a matter of fact, tinatapatan na ako ni Chris minsan sa pagiging high maintenance.
I'm
Because
saucy
when we
boy.
travel, hindi na kami halos nagtitrain, guys. Talagang gusto niya Uber or Grab lang. Kasi ayaw niya mag-commute. So when we travel, like, yun, nakahanap ako ng, I guess parang it's just a matter of, kailangan makahanap
Yeah,
ka ng
you have to
katapat
like
mo.
match
Yeah,
eh,
because like,
diba?
even my sister, like, she found a guy rin na
Mm-mm.
particular with sa skin niya.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Like, gusto niya rin sa
And
skincare.
he's so with his
Yeah,
like
so
mga
if meron,
gamit, ganun.
oo, like ikaw, if hindi ka ma-skincare na babae, di maghanap ka rin ng lalaki na wala siya pakialam if okay ba yung skin mo or not, di
Yeah.
ba? I mean, it's all a matter of like finding that balance and finding
Yeah.
a person who will like compliment
So
you
imagine you
well.
lie. I'm low maintenance. Ganun.
Yeah.
Eh, what if the guy's like a backpacker type na,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's just go
Yes.
camping 3
Okay, wait
days,
lang.
no
Naalala
ligo,
ko lang ngayon, now
patay.
that we're
Diba?
talking. Ba't mo tayo, kasi nga low maintenance. Ba't
Yeah,
mo
yeah,
tayo
yeah,
napunta nga sa topic na to? Okay, so the guy I was with before you, I
Yeah.
remember, sobrang issue sa pamilya niya na nagme-makeup ako.
Oh yeah.
Kasi sa family nila, kailangan like, walang, like simple, like pagising mo, yun na
Bare.
yun.
Mm-mm.
I'm naturally kikay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
naturally maarte in a sense na I'm a
Yeah.
girly person. So, the entire time na I was with him, my gosh, talagang,
Yeah.
I
It's
could
part of your
barely
job.
wear makeup. Yeah, yun
I've
na nga
never
eh.
seen
So,
an
parang,
artista
I
without
feel like
makeup.
I had to change my personality just to adjust to the guy, yung
Yeah.
guy na yon. And thankfully naman, it didn't work. Kasi
Mm-mm.
parang hindi ko naman kaya yata. Hanggang mamatay ako, I'll change who I am just for the person. I'd
That's so
rather be true to
true.
myself, di ba? Like, if,
Yeah.
so yun.
So I want to say lang this quote I
Okay.
saw this quote. So it's by Idris Elba. It says, "Men fall in love with what they see. Women fall in love with what they hear. Which is why women will always wear makeup and men will always lie."
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
'Di ba?
Yeah,
Kasi like that's the I guess it's
reality.
just the reality.
Yeah.
Like women, 'di ba, like you tell them like, "Oh, I'll change," or yung
Yeah,
mga ganun.
yeah. We
You notice like the
believe.
lies that I
We
brought up,
do.
parang ganun are like that. And then you guys are trying to like please us, which I
Yes.
guess where the makeup comes in and the
Yes.
stuff like that. Because you're always putting your best like foot
Foot
forward.
forward, correct. Yeah. And like women naman, we love hearing comforting lies, basically.
Smooth
We
talkers.
love yeah, that's why
Diba? Dangerous.
that's why like a lot of women stay in toxic relationships
Yeah.
also because actually that toxic person is manipulating them into staying by making them believe
Mm-mm.
that they will change.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Na just just be patient with me,
Yes.
magbabago ako.
Uh-uh.
So the last lie that I notice also that women say is when they
Mm-hmm.
say it's not about the money.
It's
Pero
not
actually,
about
I
the
really think it's
money.
not about the money.
Mm-mm.
Like, when women say that, I think what they mean lang is they want to be with someone who's financially
Yes.
responsible and stable. Kasi it's hard, like, to be a girl. Like, you know
Mm-mm.
what? Yan rin ang topic namin minsan, like, sa mga friend groups namin, na ang hirap kaya maging babae kasi you have, okay,
Yeah.
right now, women and men rin naman graduate at what? 24 years old.
Mm-mm.
24 years old, and then let's say you have time to build your career until 30. Pag nag-30 ka na, everybody's gonna ask, hindi ka ba mag-aasawa? Hindi ka ba magkaanak? So let's say na lang you have
Yeah.
6 years to build your career. And then after that 6 years, let's say you'll get married at 30 years
Mm-mm.
old. You give birth.
And marriage is expensive.
Yes, it's expensive. And then when you get married, you're gonna have children. You now have to raise your children. You have to
Mm-mm.
stay at home. You have to be a doting wife, but you have to be a successful career woman. How? How are you going to do all of that at the same time? You have to be an outstanding mom, but at the same time, you have to be outstanding in your workplace. Like, it's so
Yeah.
hard. Like, men get applauded just for being a good provider. Like,
Yeah. That's
facts
like the bare
lang. Sa
minimum.
totoo lang,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've been, okay,
Yeah.
sorry for the example, pero I've been to so many funerals na,
Yeah.
my father was the best father in the world. He may not have been a good husband. He may
Yeah.
not have been. It's always like, my God, my father was a good father. And then if tinanong mo, bakit? Like,
Because
he paid
he
for my
provided for us,
school.
diba?
Like, yeah, but like,
Mm-mm.
moms, like, I mean, I was raised by a single mom. My mom
Yeah.
had to be a mom and a dad at the same time. Like,
Yes.
it takes so much for a woman to be considered successful both in her
Yeah.
career and in her family life because
That's true.
the reality is
Mm-hmm.
you cannot be excellent in both.
Yeah.
That's why it's so hard. Kaya if you want to get married to someone, people should not take it against women that they want to be with someone who's financially stable.
Yeah.
Because at some point in that 9 months that I'm gonna carry our child,
Mm-mm. Like
I'm
who's
not gonna
gonna
be able
provide it,
to,
diba?
yeah, like I'm not gonna be able
Yeah.
to work. Or let's say na lang, okay, until the 6 month I get to work. Pero like, paano
Yeah.
yung 3 months na I don't get to work? If I'm with someone na, let's say, who doesn't work. So, kaya sobrang issue sa akin yan eh. Pag sinasabi ng mga tao na, hindi mo compare lang, like,
Yeah.
girl, the world revolves around money.
Well, what I can
Like,
say is money isn't everything, but
but
it's
it's something.
something.
As in,
Diba?
really, like, you know what? The things that you want to accomplish in life,
Yeah.
yes, money will not dictate your life,
Mm.
but it's important for you to accomplish the things that you want
Yeah.
in your life. Education, I mean, the reality here, the Philippine education, it's not enough if you don't finish until
Yeah.
college, di ba? I mean, like, my gosh, dito lang yata,
She's
kahit sa mga
even to
fast food
work in
companies,
McDonald's, you
kailangan
need
college
a
graduate,
bachelor
di ba?
degree
Yeah, like
on
compared to
something.
other countries. Education, you need money.
Yeah.
To date,
Vacation,
you need
need
money.
money.
Vacation, you need
Make
money.
baby, need
Exactly.
money.
House,
Rent, need
like
money.
everything. Kaya when people say
Yeah.
talaga na, your life shouldn't revolve around money. Yes,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be so focused on attaining and getting and
Yeah.
accumulating money and like wealth, but you have to acknowledge the reality that in
Yes.
order for you to achieve your dreams and your goals in life,
Yeah.
money is necessary.
Mm.
As in, like,
Well, I
my
think,
gosh.
well, going back to the lie, it's not about the money, ganon.
Yes.
Women, siguro they say that to not pressure the guy,
Yeah,
or to seem
yes.
like I'm with you not because I'm like mooching off you, or
Yes,
like parang
yes.
freeloading off you,
Yeah.
ganon, and
But
stuff
you know
like
what, the
that.
women I know na ganyan, yung they'll
Mm.
say na they don't mind even if the guy doesn't earn. Like, kunyari, yung talagang they're
They're
dating
usually
someone who
the
doesn't.
working
Yeah, they're
successful
like the
women,
real,
eh, diba?
yung working women who provide for men who don't
Yeah.
work. Talagang resentment will grow.
Mm.
It will grow within you na ikaw yung nagtatrabaho, tas siya, wala siyang ginagawa, gets?
Mm.
I mean,
I know that affects women more, no? Like
yeah,
parang
because nga parang, yun nga, I
like
mean,
I'm
like,
the one doing the kid and like everything,
yeah,
and
because
then what
it's
are you doing?
true, true. Yun nga,
Mm.
like what I said, it's hard to be classified as like a successful woman like all around. Kasi nga
Yeah.
para sa lalaki, if you're successful, you just have money. Like that's the
Mm.
basis. Like people don't ask how do you treat your children?
Mm.
How many children have you raised? Like that's the
Yeah.
job of a woman.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's tougher on women like in society. Kaya talagang pinaglalaban ko yan na do not blame
You
women
go,
for
girl.
wanting to be with someone who's
Yeah.
financially stable because
You go
financial
get that
stability is
bread.
so important. Yeah. Because like yun nga, mahal guys, mahal ng mamuhay ngayon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's so
Well,
hard
we're taught
talaga.
rin kasi sa church, diba, na men are the ones that are providing, parang
Yes,
ganon.
yes.
Even my dad, like he taught me na parang, diba, I would tell you before now, oh, you don't have to work, I can provide for you,
Yeah.
parang ganon. But in this day and age, there's a lot of yung parang dual income
Yeah,
households.
I want to work. Like women
Yeah.
want to work like now more than
But
before.
I think men should strive to be able to at least provide the basic necessities in life.
Yes,
Kasi like
yes.
you can't control naman talaga. Like what if your girlfriend slash
Yeah.
wife ganon is, I don't know, the owner of a multinational
Oo,
company,
yeah,
or
yeah.
like,
Hindi, true naman
mga
kasi
ganon,
sometimes there's
CEO of
disparity talaga. Like
something,
somebody,
diba?
one earns more than the
Yeah.
other. But it's a matter of like just being open na
Mm.
this is the lifestyle that you have
Yeah.
and this is the lifestyle you envision yourself to have
Mm.
even like when you're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on to which lies hurt the most. So has there been like a lie or lies that have caused the most damage in your past relationships? Or ship for you, I guess.
Yeah. Me, it was siguro from like before na
Mm.
he said he needed space pero actually in that space he was exploring possible relationships with
So
others.
that's like your thing. Like when people say
Yeah.
like, I need
Like yeah,
space.
like when they ask for space and then the reason for the space is because they want to meet other people
Yeah.
or like they want to get to know other girls, ganon.
You know what's funny? The one that got me actually is one of the lies that men say. But it was told by one of my
What?
exes. He's just a friend.
Sinabi yun sa'yo
Yeah.
ng girl.
I was a very
Okay.
naive little boy back then.
Okay.
And it turns out that he was more than a friend.
Yeah.
Diba? So like I feel like these lies just like keep like piling on,
Yeah.
diba? Like
Yeah.
that's like one of my ex's lies.
Yeah.
And then what's like another lie kaya na it's usually yung parang, oh, I'm low maint. Ganon. And then
Yes.
like it turns out they're not low maint pala.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
So like this whole time you've been treating them like they're low maint, but then they're not.
Actually.
Then they hate you like parang
Yeah,
lipat
yeah.
neta or like whatever.
Yeah. I think if pwede ko lang ikwento,
Yeah.
remember we know this couple na they were
Mm.
engaged and then
Oh
they
yeah.
broke off their engagement.
Mm.
And the reason why they broke off their engagement is because the girl realized na this guy was spending too much time biking.
Yeah.
Like, apparently, may issues pala siya sa
Mm.
biking. So, that's the thing. Like, since she said na, sige, okay lang sa akin kahit everyday ka magbike. And then,
Yeah.
biglang nang engage sila and mag-aasawa na sila, biglang issue na pala. Since she withheld that
That
information
even
na
if that's
she's
so
bothered,
little,
yeah.
no?
Tignan mo, it led pa na-engage pa sila and all. Like,
Yeah.
it led to the whole, when, to begin with, she should have said na, pwede mo bang bawasan? Or
Yeah.
pwedeng sabihin nung guy na, sige, i-adjust ko na when busy ka, doon ako
Mm.
magbabike. Pero since they lied to each other, wala, it ruined that
Yeah.
relationship that they built together. Because the reality is, when your relationship doesn't work, syempre you exerted time and effort into building that relationship and then it will just end because of a lie.
That's why I think people should be afraid or they should be careful of white lies.
Yeah.
Kasi it can build up so fast eh.
Yes,
Diba? Like,
yes.
you're just like, oh yeah, that's
Sige, okay
fine. That's
lang. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Parang, I'll change or
Yeah,
I'll do
that's
it.
true.
Parang gonna, like, you don't know. Sometimes, but like, people are end up arguing about
Yeah.
something that was like said, I don't know, like
Like 10 years, hindi naman 10 years, okay. Mga 2 years
10, let's say
ago.
10, 15 white lies ago or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And then the person has to remember, pa like, oh, what did I say? Pala, like,
Yes, yes,
was this a
true.
lie? Ganun or something like
So,
that.
for you, what is a lie that's unforgivable?
A
Like,
lie that's
parang
an
hindi mo siya
unforgivable
ma-forgive.
lie.
And what's a forgivable lie?
Hmm. For me, it it would have something to do with directly impacting a relationship type lie.
Okay.
Like, let's say for example, not not saying you're like high low maintenance, diba?
Okay.
Because that can really affect us.
Yeah.
Um, number two is like what I said. He's just a friend,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Obviously, that's like unforgivable talaga
Yeah.
because you're cheating na, parang ganun.
Yeah.
Yung mga like forgivable lies would just be like, okay, um, I'm having a good day. You didn't want to like say the thing. Like
Yeah,
someone was just
yeah.
like, ay, grabe ang pangit ni Chris or something like
Yes.
that. Like withholding that information.
Yeah.
And then I'll say like, what did they say? And then you just said, oh, nothing.
Yeah,
Parang ganun.
yeah.
Just to diffuse the situation. That's a
Yes.
forgivable lie. Kasi parang
Okay.
you don't want it to turn into something like bigger. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So, would you rather hear an ugly truth or a comforting lie?
For me,
From a male
from a
perspective.
male perspective, I'm a different kind of male. Well, um,
Like generally.
generally, I think kasi I was born in like a Western like household.
Okay.
So my dad is just like parang he taught me to just like charge. Maybe it's his
Okay.
military background or
Yes.
something. Na parang just charge head on, ganun.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'd much rather like just get it over with. Like parang just rip out the band-aid na
Mm-hmm.
lang. Like just tell me how it is so that I can fix it. Rather than you put you like what do you call that? Compliment me. I'm in Mount
Yeah.
Everest and then all of a sudden you rug pull me and then I fall even
Yeah,
like
yeah.
harder.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You naman.
Well, me, I'd rather hear the truth.
Yep.
Like, rather than you lying. Because, like, me, it's important that you're honest with me, both
Mm-mm.
in, like, small things and in big things.
What I've learned in our like relationship, ganun, like it's also the timing eh.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes I don't want to withhold certain things from you.
Yeah.
But like let's say you're having a big day or you're gonna like
Yeah.
have like ano ba yun, yung parang you're
Oh,
singing or
yeah.
yung mga ganun. Siyempre like I don't wanna knock you off your game
Yeah,
ganun.
yeah.
So what I'll choose is like I'll just tell you na lang like the following day.
Yes.
Which sometimes like you'd get upset because you're like, why
Yeah.
didn't you just tell me?
Earlier,
Ganun.
yeah.
But then like,
The timing.
do you appreciate yung parang
Yeah,
ganun?
ako rin naman, I
Or,
believe in the importance of timing.
mm-mm.
Do not, like, for example, I'm about to receive an award.
Yeah.
Do not tell me, literally, when I'm about to receive an award, na you've been flirting with someone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, in the office or like via text, diba?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, tell me the truth, but
Mm-mm.
I guess sometimes, like, yung pag may mga high moments lang na ganun. Like, kunyari, if we're
Yeah.
just chilling naman, obviously, tell me the truth now. Like, do not wait
Yeah.
for a quote-unquote convenient time for you to tell
Yeah.
me, diba? So, like, what is a lie that's, like, worth ending a relationship over?
A lie worth ending a relationship over. I would say that like the same. Parang anything that would really like like hinder our relationship
Yeah.
together. Like let's say for example, you're just like for all those couples out there that didn't plan LDR.
Yeah.
Because I've had some friends that are like that or like know some people. Not just 180 one day.
Yeah.
Like they're both working in like a BPO or something. They're
Yeah.
just like, I'm going to where the BPO like Dubai or something like
Yeah.
that. The next
Yeah.
day, and you're like, but you told me like you're getting a promotion, but then
Yeah.
they withheld the information na the promotion's
It's
like
abroad.
abroad.
Yeah, yeah. Parang life change, life relationship changing
Yeah.
ones.
Or like let's say for example, people are like, oh, how are you doing sa work kanan?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell you didn't tell me you got fired na pala. You know,
Yeah.
yung mga
Yeah.
ganon.
For me, it's lies of betrayal.
Hmm.
Like, you're already cheating on me, or like, yun, actually,
That's
that's
why
the
it
biggest
have to
lie
be
of
big
betrayal.
eh. Diba?
Yeah,
Like,
like, I cannot
syempre
be
now we're
with
not married,
someone.
so it has to
Yeah.
be something related to cheating or
Yeah,
something. But I feel like
yes.
when you're like married na,
Yeah.
there's so many like elements that come into it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, like you should tell them, oh honey, I spent all our savings and blah blah blah. Now we're
Yes,
broke.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
can't act na. Yeah, we can go to all these vacations, ganun.
Yes.
But then like where you getting the money from? Wala, ganun.
Yes. So can trust ever be fully rebuilt after a lie? Like what if it's ganon? Like parang cheating. If you get cheated on, can you, ikaw
The
personally?
juicy gray area.
Ako, I cannot.
For me, I
I
cannot
cannot. I cannot trust you again. Like if you already did it once. Like that's because I
forgive
always,
but never forget.
I believe that once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah,
Because if you've done it once and you were able to go through that process of whether it's remorse or no shame at all,
yeah,
you can go through that same process again.
yeah.
That's why it's important then for me to know if before I
Mm-mm.
dated you, did you have prior experience na you dated around and you were known as a cheater?
Yeah.
Gets? Kasi like, it's hard to shake off yung ganong feeling. Yung lalo na if mga
Mm-mm.
laki kasing cheater, gusto nila yung feeling of yung parang a lot of women want them.
Yeah.
So I can't date someone like that because you're bound to look for
Yeah.
someone aside from me. And I think
Mm-mm.
you know what, as a girl's girl, women should stand hand in hand to not date cheaters. Kasi cheaters
Yeah.
consistently exist, continuously exist rather, because there are women who date cheaters. Like they
Yes.
should be banished.
Louder.
They
Louder.
should be
Banish to the
banished
shadow
off the
realm.
face of the earth. Like
Just throw
if you
them.
cheated once, as in
Yep.
like, you know what, alam mo, yan ang kinaiinisan ko sa showbiz. Like, there's so
Yep.
much cheaters in showbiz.
So much.
And it's excused. They
Yep.
should be publicly shamed.
Public.
They should be so publicly shamed, no one will ever cheat. Like,
Yeah.
that is my stand. That is my stand talaga.
But isn't it
Cheater
crazy
should,
though?
dapat talaga may ano dito yung, ano ba tawag doon? Yung,
Uh,
ibabandera ka sa buong mundo.
yeah. Shame,
Yeah,
shame.
because like, ganito yan. Because it's a secret,
Yeah.
and because you are not shamed, you will do it again. Because what's
Yeah, because they can
stopping
get
you?
away with it, eh.
Girls still date you. The cheaters I know in showbiz,
Yeah.
girls still date them.
Yeah.
Because the new girl is under the illusion na
He's-
crazy lang yung ex niya, sinungaling lang yung
Yeah.
ex niya. So, they're still gonna date the same person. But, guys, talagang once a cheater, always a
For me,
cheater.
from my observation from afar, these like cheater type men, ganon,
Yeah.
they really know how to smooth talk women into
Yeah,
that the biggest one that
and
I'll
they're so
change
manipulative talaga.
or
Like,
it's different this time or my
yeah.
ex is crazy
Yeah.
or yung mga
Ako
ganon.
talaga dapat talaga they'll feel ashamed because it's not something that you should be proud of. Like yun rin, you know here the
Yeah.
patriarchy in the Philippines.
Mm-mm.
They think you're cool if you have marami kang chicks, cool ka. Like paano ka naging cool if you have
Yeah.
like your pinagsasabay mo yung madaming babae, 'di ba? Like that's why for me women should start shaming the cheaters. I mean, even kung may girl rin namang cheater, then men should also shame the cheaters. But
Yeah.
just generally, I think cheaters should be like embarrassed and ashamed of what they've done.
Yeah.
Because if they do not feel that shame, they will repeat that same thing, diba? Like if you're lying and then you're lying about cheating on your partner, if you don't feel ashamed, then you're bound to repeat it again.
So basically, run for the hills.
yeah.
Like,
And like yun nga, like I think
Mm-mm.
like sa totoo lang, nakaka-disappoint din yung mga kabit eh. Like nagigigil din ako. Kasi bakit ka pumapatol if alam mong may asawa siya? 'Di ba? I mean
Yeah.
like you are not a girl's girl, obviously. That's why cheaters exist because there are girls who are not girls' girls.
Yeah.
Like they will papatulan nila yung lalaki na may jowa na, may girlfriend na, or may asawa
Do you think
na.
it's just like the satisfaction of them destroying a pretty good relationship,
I don't
or
know. I
they
am not
want
in the same wavelength as kabit talaga.
or they want to,
I cannot
like-
relate to what kind of mindset a person or a girl needs
or
to
do they
have.
just want to like steal the guy? You
No,
know what
I think
mean?
it's
Like, parang-
just siguro I think okay, because most of the kabit, ang
Yeah.
line nila is pinili niya ako kahit na he's with
Yeah.
you, 'di ba? Even if
Mm.
you exist, he chose me. Like
Yeah.
he is choosing to spend time with me. So
Yeah.
I think it's that eh. Parang yung pinangahawakan ng girl na yon is if mahal niya talaga yung wife niya or yung girlfriend niya, then I wouldn't exist, yung
Yeah.
kabit, 'di ba? The other girl. So I think that's what they're holding on to. But again, like I don't agree that it should be accepted because
Mm-mm.
cheating should never be normalized.
Mm-mm.
Lying should also never be normalized. Like it shouldn't be something na accepted na forever you're not honest about with each other, 'di ba?
Yeah.
About the realities in your relationship.
And you notice na some people they lie so much that they start believing it's their reality.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like there's like I didn't cheat or like whatever.
yeah,
Or like we were
yeah.
you know, that's why like when people say like, oh, we were on a break. Di ba yung
Yes,
mga
actually,
ganun?
that's so true.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
someone
now
that
we were
every
on a
time he used to
break.
say, we're on a break, and then would go on a spree for like a week, just like
Yeah,
dating
exactly.
random
Tapos,
people. Then you're
yeah.
like, technically, we're like broken up, but then like,
Exactly. Hindi,
not
kaya nga
really.
I'm so naiinis talaga kasi nga parang feeling ko talaga in the Philippines, lalo na when it comes to men, like it's
Hmm.
so normalized
Oh,
to
parang one of
to
the
cheat.
boys
Yeah, kasi
or the,
parang to cheat in a sense na kasi cool ka pag madami kang chicks.
yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely do not agree with that. On both sides, whether it's a girl who's cheating or a guy who's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope she doesn't kill me after this. I'm just kidding.
So, as you have heard from our conversations, there were agreements and disagreements, male perspective versus female perspective. And I hope meron kayong mga nakuhang mga insight from us.
So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys can comment down below yung mga lies, or if you guys agree with what we say or disagree with what we said. And we'll catch you in the next episode.
Yes, and don't forget, lying cannot exist in a healthy relationship.
No, no, no.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap for this episode of He Said, She Said.
We hope you had as much fun as we did debating.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and partner.
Follow us for more hot takes on love, life, and everything in between.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.